Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I'm Conostip and this is going to be part 57 of my Imperial campaign where I'm playing as the Julii. And down here in Carthago Nova I do have the two armies that I was retraining, and these armies were intended to eventually sail on down to Tingi and take it off of the rebels that were holding the settlement, but in a surprise maneuver the Scipii actually did take it off of the rebels. I was not expecting that. I thought that Rebel army was too strong, and I thought the Scipii army was too weak, but that was not the case. So I have to think of something to do with these armies right now. They are not quite finished being retrained, almost. I still need to train up a few more units to fill out these armies, but then they're just going to be kind of wasting upkeep in a part of the map that I don't have any avenues to expand into. Not yet, that is. There's going to be a civil war coming in at some point, I suppose. How many settlements do I have? 28. Soon to be 29 here in Palma, and then soon to be 30 here in Vicus Marcomanni. So I would imagine that civil war is going to be happening relatively soon, although if it's my call, I would rather build up my forces by a little bit. So I wouldn't really be intending to start that civil war as soon as I can. On my own terms, I would rather build up so that I could... What I would like to do... The Italian boot is just so under defended that it would be pretty nice. So there's Rome, Capua, Tarentum, and Croton. If I could just blitz all 4 settlements with 4 armies and take them out and just control the Italian boot, you know, in a very quick order, that would be ideal, I think, just because from there, then I can bottle up the Brudii. You know, they have a lot of forces here that would be either trying to march through this bottleneck here or this bottleneck here, or they have to march north, and it opens up a bit more, but there's more opportunities for maybe defending river crossings or ambushes, hiding in the forest, you know, stuff like that. So I would prefer to keep the fight off of the Italian peninsula if I can. And then that kind of opens up avenues for coming in from the west, that is from Iberia and then Palma, and then sailing on to Caralis or Sicily as well. Maybe... See, it's tempting. I don't know if I want to kind of do a split push and then, you know, have like one army or two attack North Africa while another army attacks Sicily. Sicily could very well, again, very lightly defended as well. So it's a situation where this army could easily sail onto Caralis. It's Sardinia, or yeah, it's Sardinia. This is the other one. Sardinia and shoot, what is? I always get them mixed up and I always forget. But yeah, this army can definitely take Sardinia. I guess I would want these two armies to be attacking North Africa. I guess I would want them to be together, right? North Africa's, it's off on the frontier, you know, and I don't want them to be overwhelmed and destroyed piecemeal. And I suppose Sicily could be taken by, well, 1 or 2 of my armies that have attacked Italy by that point. The good news with attacking Roman settlements is that I don't have to deal with the Roman cultural penalties because it's my own culture. So as far as settling these provinces or these settlements and, you know, keeping the people happy, it shouldn't take as long. So the people or the armies that I'm using to capture these settlements should be able to sail right onto Sicily and take out these settlements in short order. But then it's going to be within striking distance of, well, the Scipii here in North Africa. Carthage and Thapsus is right there. Leptis Magna is not too far away. One question that I have, so it's nice having vision on the Roman armies, obviously. It's a nice thing. I can see their agents as well. If, you know, for instance, out here, we have vision on this because of the 2 Brudii diplomats, right? So my question is, does that also extend to Roman navies? Because I'm not seeing any Roman navies other than the ones that I would already be able to see, if that makes sense. Like, I can see the Scipii boat and the Brudii boat, but that's, I would imagine, because I have vision on, you know, these settlements here and this settlement Looks like the Brudii are attacking Rhodes as well. And there isn't... That's a Pontic Navy. Yeah. It's interesting. I wonder if they're going to take this. What do they have? 4 units and a ram against a stone wall? So, in a manually fought battle, that would never work out. That ram would never make it to the walls. But in auto-resolve, they might actually win this. There's only 2 men in the garrison, and then the reinforcements also only have 2 soldiers, so... Yeah, the Brudii might win that. That'd be just so stupid. Yeah. Man, the Brudii taking Rhodes. That's a good settlement to have. Now, in one hand, I am happy that the Brudii have found someone to fight, because it's making me wonder, like, this is getting ridiculous, right? And it's making me think, okay, maybe they will all march away then. Kind of like how the Scipii have done down here, where they're all attacking the Egyptians, and they're you know, out of the way, right? Leaving a lot of their settlements just really under-defended. And that leads me back to my question of, man, Crete is still not taken by anyone. Ooh, man, that is tempting. Back to my question that I keep getting distracted. So where are the navies? Do I not have vision on them as independent units? You know, like, are there boats here that I can't see? Are they not like the diplomats where, you know, you can just kind of see them even if you don't have vision on anything else? Like up here, and is there any other examples? Any other examples of Roman diplomats? You get the idea, though. Yeah, well, like here, right, yeah, Scipii are talking to the Armenians, or at least spying on them right here, and here as well. Yeah, so I don't know, like, because my question is, for one thing, like, the Scipii are known to have the best navy in the game. They have access to a couple of ships that no one else has access to, and I think that they also... I need to, like, check this out. I need to look this up again. Like the temple differences between the Brudii and the Scipii and the Julii. I think the Brudii do have a temple that does give, like, experience or maybe weapon bonuses to its troops. And I'm trying to remember if the Scipii have any of that as well. I think they do have one that does grant experience to their naval units. But do they have anything for their ground-based units as well? I don't know. So I need to double check that, just kind of, you know, get a handle on what kind of advantages I'm going to be going up against in these other Roman factions. So if they don't have much of a navy, I mean, what I'm seeing is, you know, one boat here, one boat there. And no matter how good their boats are, if I team up on their boats with just a bunch of my own, you know, keep my fleets together and just smash their guys, then it should work out in my favor, right? So that's something to keep in mind, because if they start to try to shuttle troops quickly back from, you know, these far eastern territories back to the conflict with me, the future conflict, then can I just pick them off one by one with my navies? You know, that would be nice. That would be very tempting. So anyway, that's just kind of what I'm thinking. And, you know, going back to this, right? The question is, so what do I do now? Do I just hang out? That's a waste of upkeep. It sure is. It's a real waste just to hang out like that. The other option, and this just came to mind right now, once these two armies are full up and, you know, all retrained and they have their experience bonuses from the shrine here in Carthago Nova, the Sacred Circle of Epona, they could ship on over to Italy, and they could be the 3rd and 4th armies that can be prepared to take Italy. And then I would just continue to train soldiers up here in Iberia and retrain them in Carthago Nova and have my armies ready to go here. Because Italy is the priority, or, you know, it will be the priority when the Civil War kicks off. So that's an idea. I don't know. I'm not in love with that idea because it's just, you know, swapping armies over from one place to another just to prioritize a push into one place when you know, you get what I'm saying. So I don't know. It's just something that I've been thinking about. And up here as well, it feels kind of thin. Now, it depends on what's going to be happening to the Brudii. well, over the, between now and when the Civil War starts, if these armies clear out, I'm going to be breathing a much bigger sigh of relief. Because if these armies clear out, then that allows me the ability to potentially blitz some Julii settlements that might be more defensible. Like what? Like, I don't know. I mean, taking Segestica, you can blockade a pass here and a blockade pass here. Taking Lovesick and a Quincum, you can kind of... Well, yeah, there's a bridge here. There's river crossings you can kind of block up as well. So, there's options here. Yeah, Camp Lazy Guess as well. That's not a river. That's just a border with the Thracians. So that's not, I suppose, easily defensible, but... I wonder, actually, so by taking Vicus Marcomanni, I should have looked at this before, but... So this is going to have me bordering the Thracians, isn't it? Yeah. I would like to make friends with them, if I can. There's no one else, like, you're not friends with them, are you? No, you're not. Is anyone friends with the Thracians? The Germans, right? Of course. Okay, so I should probably finish killing the Germans before I go talk to the Thracians. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. And if not the Thracians, then maybe the Scythians can be my friends, and we can kind of team up together and see if they want to pressure the Budii for me. The Pontics as well, depending on how well they hold out. How are things between Pontus and Egypt? Are they cool? So Egypt is allies with no one, and they're enemies with the Pontus. Damn, yeah. I guess they've taken Tarsus, and that's probably maybe used to be owned by Pontus. Maybe. Okay, things to keep in mind. I want to get more active in the diplomacy scene. It's something that I have sort of fallen by the wayside, as during the part of the campaign where I was so just knackered for money. I was just like, oh my god, I just need everything just going towards soldiers, and I haven't been building anything fun, like theaters or not theaters, but what am I trying to say? Academies, yeah, academies and coliseums as well. I'd like to get more of those going as well, but I don't know. I feel like the Julii economy feels okay, but it doesn't feel like it's really booming quite yet. And it's a funny thing. I keep going back to the issue of growth rate, because I don't quite know. Again, going back to the initial, probably the most well-known guide on the internet for Rome Total War, written by Frog Beast Egg, I believe is her name, or how she, not her name, but what she goes by on the forums. And so she's written probably the most well-known guide on Rome Total War. And with that being said, though, I believe it was written pretty soon after the game was released. So, she got her reps in, and she compiled her research and everything, and put the guide together. And it really is this pillar, for people that are trying to learn the game. It offers a lot of information. As things go, it's not everything in it is correct. I say that I shouldn't say that, because I can't think of anything off the top of my head that is exactly wrong, but there's things in there that might not be the best advice. Probably for beginners, sure. You know what? Yeah, fine. But what I'm trying to say, though, is that one of the pieces of advice that she offered was that she just never builds past a tier 1, I believe. Either a tier 1 or a tier 2 for the farm upgrades, just because in her mind, these upgrades really just do boost the pop growth of settlements too high. And these are the things that can really get out of hand, right? And they can make it very hard to manage settlements. And this is something that I've been keeping an eye on. I've been wanting to see how this feels so far. And so far at this point of the campaign, again, I know I only have 28 settlements. My goal is 50, correct? Yeah, 50 settlements is the goal. So there's a ways to go. I get it. But I feel like at least playing as the Romans, there's a lot of stuff that we can do. There's a lot of stuff that we can build. You know, there's 5 tiers. Unlike the barbarians, only have 3 tiers of buildings, right? For the Romans, there's 5 tiers of temple upgrades and happiness upgrades you can get from that. The market building, I'm pretty sure, ends in a not that. Oh, I'm doing everything wrong. Let me just check here. So like the Curia, for instance, gives a happiness bonus. You know, you have that. There's 4 tiers of plumbing buildings. There are, you know, which increase happiness as well. It's a cyclical effect because it does, you know, also increase health, which increases squalor, pop growth, and squalor. But you know, you do get that public health bonus. So there is that for happiness. Farms, again, it's kind of cyclical. It increases pop growth, which gives happiness, which there's going to be a public order boost from that population growth. So again, it's kind of a cyclical thing. But it makes you wonder, you know, like, how far can you really get away with going with this? Because it would be nice to get places growing a bit faster in some areas. Academies, any of them give happiness? No, but I think they do in the Barbarian Invasion, but not in this one. And then amphitheaters is an option as well for the Romans. You know, you get a base increase of 5% per tier. And then you can also hold games as well, which, you know, you just pay more to get more happiness, basically. And then, yeah, temples, we've already looked at those. But it's the, let's see, the trader. Yeah, they get pop growth, which again, you know, you get some happiness from that. Foundry. Like, I forgot the foundry's a thing. I was like, yeah, the armor is the highest tier. Nope, that's not. There's a foundry. I wonder if that's just for the Romans. Yeah, that's important. I should get that. What do I need for this? Great forum? Okay, and... Huh. Man, they really do tie the trader buildings in with stuff, don't they? Because I would, like, never build this in a lot of my places, but then I'm thinking, oh, well, no, I want that foundry. Yeah. Yep, I want that. I haven't built a single one. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can hold races with the Circus Maximus as well. And the Hippodrome. Not the Cav stables, but the Hippodrome. Got it. And do these give any bonuses? No, again, this is a Barbarian Invasion thing where the balls give bonuses for happiness and stuff. Okay, got it. But still, what I'm trying to say though is that the Romans do have a lot of options for controlling happiness, or at least increasing it. And it's making me think, like, at least when playing as the Julii, it might be a good idea to really prioritize building these farm upgrades, because you do want to get these settlements up to snuff faster. You know? But this also has to do with the base farming level, I believe. Well, yeah, it says it right there. It's part of the population growth. So the higher the base farming level, the higher the population growth per settlement. So this is 4% for Londinium, and I think that's relatively high. And then if we look here, so that's 2.5 for Burcum, and that seems low to me. And I did already build my, I think I built my, where's my farm building? Yeah, so the tier 3 already exists here. In Ibericum. And that seems fine. A 3.2% here for Deva as well. So yeah, that's probably worth getting a 3rd tier farm building, I'm guessing. And this is just a guess, I don't know. You know, and so I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. Like, you know, again, 1.5 for Terra. That's probably another place worth a farm building. Just for that pop growth. But then, what about 3%? If you see a place that has 3%, like, just like right here, yeah, Patava Vodorum. So what do you do with that? Do you say like, no, that's kind of on the level, Or do you increase that? Because that's what happens, right? If I put in a +3, that increases. So that doesn't increase the base farming level. It just increases. Just gives a 0.5. I wonder if that's per upgrade. Yeah, there's clearly a lot that I have to learn about this, but anyway, those are some thoughts on that because, yeah, it would be nice to get these places, you know, what I was saying about the economy was that it would be nice to get these places up to the, it's going to be a large city so that I can get the dockyard. Yeah, and that's, you know, it's going to be some good money once all these places are up to that level, right? Dockyards and even the trade buildings as well, great forums. You know, if they all have coastal regions and they all have trade goods, then there's going to be money there. That's enough dilly-dallying. Let's get in here to Palma and take this settlement here. Do I want to recruit anything? Balearic Slingers, do I want it? My army is a little bit banged up, so yeah, why not? And yeah, I have 3 siege towers, a set point, and a ladder. Let's go, let's take Palma. What do you got? 2 peasants, a naked fanatic, and a rebel general, 2 rebel generals, Spanish mercenaries, Balearics, and Spanish mercenaries. Let's take them down. I'm actually pretty glad that I did hire these Balearic Slingers because my army got a little bit more banged up in that battle against the Carthaginian army that I guess it's more so than I thought. Also, I thought that I had a sap point. I can't find a sapping point. I see no sapping point. Unless... Wait, that's not a sapping point. That's just a hill, right? Something that's... Yeah, that's not... Yeah, that's nothing. Right. I thought I could have sworn that I had one, but I do not see one. I looked everywhere. I don't see no goddamn sapping point. Anyway, let's go. Let's go here, 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 and I got a ladder over there. And as I was saying, my early legionaries are rather banged up, so this could be a challenge. What's on the wall? Naked fanatics are here, peasants are there, and those are going to be Spanish mercenaries. I kind of want to just... Can I just do this and shoot? Or should I go on in? Obviously, I don't want to just sit here taking casualties. Maybe I should just go on in. But you're shooting, right? Yeah, you are shooting. I know they don't have like an enormous amount of ammo. But it seems to be like enough, like to be worth, you know, worth parking one and letting it shoot. Yeah, it's hard to say. But these 67 early legionaries, yeah, they can go on up. And yeah, maybe I should just go on in. Maybe I should. Especially if they're just going to be shooting at peasants. It's just kind of a waste, isn't it?
The towers are at the walls!
Alright, let's get these guys up on the walls here. I need to shut down this tower so we can stop getting shot at. Alright, Balearic Slingers are shooting at us as well. Man, we're gonna be... We have to make sure we get up here. Alright, we got some Auxilia, so you guys go, follow up, and then Auxilia go on this side as well. We have now captured this tower here, and we're getting shot at by these... I thought we were getting shot, but it looks like maybe... Like, who are we getting shot at? By... Spanish mercenaries, not them. My guys are falling from the walls. Is it you guys? Are we just getting shot at by you? Naked fanatics? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Maybe, I guess it's just the Balearics. I guess they just have insane range and they're just getting me... Just dunking on me from downtown. Alright, yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, let's get these Auxilia lined up here, and so that they can get ready to go as well. We just need to shut down these damn Balearics. They're starting to hurt. Alright, so Spanish mercenaries, my early legionaries should win that. And then, what do we have here? Peasants. So, even my 36 early legionaries should be a full strength unit of peasants. And how is this going to work? There we go. Yeah, throw your javelins down in. And this could actually work out for us because we're going to hit, like, pincer them here. And then eventually we're going to kind of cut that unit in half here. And we should win a grind. Yeah, we're getting some jav tosses as well in. Perfect. Nice. There we go. Perfect. Hey, now we're already breaking them. Just like that. Just like that, we broke them. That's cool. That's a neat thing. Yeah, because I think that there's a mechanic there where if a unit gets basically split in half, they break. I think that's why that just happened. I think. I might be wrong, but in any case, do I help out here or do I kind of want to help out. Yeah. Let's just bring the auxilia up and then they can fight the peasants from behind. But I kind of want to 2v1 these Spanish mercenaries so I can just free up my early legionaries on that side. Perfect. This unit's also breaking now. So we can just crunch them and take them out. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so now let's get these light auxilia running down that side. And let's get these light auxilia running that side as well. And then that way they can start running around the wall and they can start capturing all of these towers. And now that your bloody business is done, come on over here and start attacking these Balearic slingers. Now we are collapsing in on from both sides on these Balearic slingers that are guarding the gate here, and it looks like everyone's breaking. Yeah, peasants, Balearic slingers, everyone that matches us or fights us is going to be dying here. So now we have secured the gate and a few towers here on either end. These light auxilia can get up here and start running around the edges here, and Spanish mercenaries should be taking fire from some towers, I would hope. Let's see here, do we have auxilia? Yeah, that's just the basic auxilia. But when those light auxilia come up here, yeah, you guys, I want you to start. This tower's already belongs to us, but if we can start taking the rest, and that's going to be useful. Nice, and we're getting some javelin tosses from the walls as well into these Spanish mercenaries. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect. Nice, nice. These Spanish mercenaries are now charging into my auxilia, and I don't really... Let's see, those Spanish mercenaries might actually do okay against my guys. So I got early legionaries coming down this staircase here so that we can fight these Spanish mercenaries. Let's see if I can kind of turn my men to face this a bit better. I have them on guard mode because if I have units that I think are in a losing fight, then I do prefer them to be in guard mode. And there we go. That's the break that we wanted. Wrapping up some Spanish mercenaries off of the central plaza always feels good. So they do still have those 2 cav units that they need to be aware of, though. All that is left on the central plaza is going to be those 2 units of heavy cav and a unit of peasants as well. Now, my men are in position and my archers started shooting. I wasn't quite prepared for that, but I didn't have my men on hold fire, so here we are. And I suppose it's okay. Yeah, we're taking some shots at them. They are losing some men. I have 3 full units of archers shooting, and now we can get some sling shots in as well. And now let's try to get back and try to draw them in. Ooh, I thought that I had another unit of spears up here. Where did they go? Spears are back here. Oop, yes they are. Alright, that was a mistake. Spears are supposed to be up here. But it looks like we're dragging down that general's unit. Yeah, he has 5 men left in his unit. And he's going to be getting shot as he runs away. Perfect. Yeah, down to 2 men. Pretty nice stuff. We are now at the edge of the plaza, and my archers are in range of them. My slingers are not. What I'd like to do is actually send my dogs, because what they can do is block up the enemy cav. They're going to be rushing us soon anyway, and if we can kind of block them up with my dogs while they're still in range of my missile units, that would be ideal. Yeah, here they go. Here they go, and slingers are in range as well. And let's try to get those handlers out of the way. Yeah, you guys can get back here now. So there they go. Let's make sure that my guys keep shooting. I feel like I've seen units before. Did those dogs just run over immediately? Is there anything left? I think those dogs just got chewed up immediately. Alright, let's get these slingers back. And spears can go on in here, and then here. General can sound the horn. So there's 11 men left. And now archers can shoot on into those peasants.
Now he flees the field like a coward.
How many men left? 7 left in the unit. Peasants are getting mowed down. And slingers, they never got out of there. Yeah, they're just getting chewed up, but it's okay, they're mercenaries, right? And that's gonna be it. The peasants came off the plaza, and then they broke. So we can end the battle. We did kill 543, we lost 199. And now Palma belongs to us. I didn't know how much money's in Palma. Let's see. What do they have? Looks like they have tile, and is it olive oil?
This land is Roman.
I'm assuming I'm going to be exterminating. Yeah, 19,000 to be massacred. That's a lot of people. And 17,000 denarii to be gained from looting. And that's a lot of money. So let's do that. And yes, it's a large city. So how are the people? They're fine. They're okay. Yeah, they're okay with that. Resistance is futile. Yes, it is. And yeah, let's look at money. So I'm making almost 1,200 off of trade. Farm income is 881. Nothing off of mine income, but yeah, 2,000 total. Yeah, that's okay. And then the dockyard. So nothing off of the highways, correct? That's not how that works on islands. Nope, you don't make any money like that. All right, fine. But then this is going to be bumping up by quite a bit. Holy smokes. It's all like not quite 300, but yeah, that's decent. Yeah, that's pretty good. What can I recruit here? Archer Auxilia. I can recruit Praetorians because it's a large city, and yeah, I can build boats obviously. And yeah, nothing like crazy. Oh, I can get legionaries. Okay, perfect. Praetorians and legionaries. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I don't have too many of those places where I can get just the basic legionaries, so yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get that ability in a few more provinces up and going, but yeah, I'll take it. So let's retrain these guys. And then we can also recruit some peasants as well. And then, just to remind myself, what... So they have a blacksmith. So it's just going to be the weapon upgrades here. Okay, that's fine. Let us now come up here to Vicus Marcomanni, and let's take a crack at this, because luckily for us, a spy of ours has opened the gates. Oh no, that's just under siege, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's opened. He's opened the gates for us.
Sir, engage the enemy.
Yes, he has. I don't know if this second stack of mine is in reinforcement range. It sure as heck kind of feels like it because they are right there. But I'm going to try anyway, even if it is going to be just the one stack. I got my archers, you know, I can go in. It is winter. That's going to be a little bit dodgy, and they do have a lot of guys in there. 1,283 men. What do you got? Zero command skills, eh? Okay. And he is the factionaire, Bard. Yeah, it just doesn't have a lot going on for him, honestly. He does have 35 men in his unit because he has the faction heir, so yeah, one good unit of heavy cav. There is these formation mercenaries. This is not necessarily like a heavy cav, it's more like a lancer cav, I think. High charge bonus of 8, attack of, or 10 charge bonus, attack of 8, so 18 attack on the charge. That's pretty devastating. Ooh, and they do have a combat bonus in the snow as well, so that's going to be 21 attack on the charge. Yeah, that's scary stuff. Defensive 13, yeah. Good morale as well, eh? Okay. I didn't know that. I guess it is a pretty quality unit. And they do have the 2 units of Chosen Archer Warband as well. Yeah, there's that. And then they have the Spear Warband and the Bastardized Mercenaries. This is honestly kind of a decent little army, you know? They got the bodies, they got the shooting, they got some decent heavy cav, even some decent little melee infantry as well, and the Screeching Women, don't forget them. They're going to be causing a morale debuff of my own men, and a morale buff in their men. So, yeah. Yeah, this could be a tricky little army. If I do feel like I need to go in there a second time with my second army, that's fine too. I don't need to get it all done in this one fight.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, today is a day for brave deeds. Today is a proud day to be Roman. Today we go into battle against the German horde. They are indeed mighty men and brave foes. They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. There is no advantage in numbers to either side. Therefore, skill and courage will be the keys to this day's battle. Yet, for all that, we are the stronger within ourselves. We are the greater warriors. Many times I have faced this enemy, and many times I have beaten them. Today, when we win, this victory will be yours as much as mine. You know my reputation and skills, and I tell you, an army has yet to be recruited that can take a city from me. The hair has been gutted, and the liver was as clear as day. Portents such as this can only be considered good. You know my reputation and skills, and I tell you, an army has yet to be recruited that can take a city from me.
I was kind of split in trying to decide whether or not I wanted to form all of my men up in one section and make sure that I can focus fire their 2 archer units that I'm going to be dueling with, or do I want to split my men up, knowing that I do have the gates open for me. If I wanted to focus all my attention on one gate, it's just the one gate, and it is a pretty narrow entrance at that. So I did decide to split my men up. Hopefully I don't get just, you know, completely routed by a couple of units of cav. Archers are already in range of stuff, so we're shooting at... What are we shooting at? Archers? Let's make sure that we're shooting at their archers. So... Let's spread out to make sure that we are getting the right shots in. And then we can team up on that unit of chosen archers there. Looks like we already did a bit of damage to the Screeching Women, perhaps, maybe? And they got the Warband there, more Screeching Women, Barbarian Peasants, Chosen Archers, okay. So, yeah, you guys focus your fire on those Chosen Archers. You, and you. Yeah, burn them down. And then you come up here. So they got Spear Warband here. So we have Light Auxilia and Pelham. So we can definitely, like, we don't have to go in, right? We can just stand there and throw stuff at them until they die. That is an option there. And how did we do it here against the Chosen Archers? They're down to 55 guys. So they're taking damage. And what do they leave on this side here? Bastardized Mercenaries? Even better, so this is a good opportunity for us. Our Pelham and Javelins can do a lot of damage because they have light armor. now that they have backed up off of this wall here on this side, this allows me to come in here with my early legionaries, and I'm thinking about blocking them off here. In fact, let's go into that. I like that better. And then same with you guys. I think I want you here. And then for now, archers can stay outside of the settlement. General can come up a bit closer.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
The walls are taken indeed. Now, I'm thinking, see, looks like they have more troops that are backing up their spear warband on this side. It's not just the spear warband. So yeah, we can get these guys here and get them to throw their pilum. What else do they have? Peasants. Sarmatian mercenaries are on this side. Okay. Looks like they're reacting to this push as well. So what's going to be coming on in? Axemen. See, anything that's going to be trying to stop us is just going to be chunked down by my archers. Yeah, barbarian peasants as well. I don't even want to waste arrows on them. Ugh, I don't want to. Yeah, let's take fire at will off. And same with these guys. Let's take fire at will off, and we can just chop them down with arrows. No, 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 don't. And on this side, yeah. Let's see. You're in a weird spot, so let's get you back. And yeah, we get some tosses in. Perfect. Then here on this side, what's happening? Looks like my guys are getting shot by chosen archers. Yeah, damn, they got range on us. Yikes, that sucks. Okay, what I'm thinking then is going into Testudo here with my early legionaries, because that's going to protect us against the missiles. Ooh, shoot, they got into us on this side. Damn, they just charged out. Oh, those sneaky, clever bastards. Yeah, you guys come over here and just get a charge in here and then here. Oh, it's my Auxilia too. Damn, I didn't notice that. Shoot. Shoot, yeah, get my legionaries in. Legionaries can do a better job than the spearmen for sure. Oops, yep, that was a mistake, but you know what? We cleaned up a unit of Bastarnae, so there is that. And now we can threaten from this side as well. So early legionaries, come on in here, and light Auxilia, sure, you come on in as well. And Auxilia, move up. And then Cav move up. And then Cav move up. I just have to make sure that they don't get caught by a spear warband. There's a lot of them in this army. Alright, how are we doing here? So yeah, this is where it gets weird. So archers, make sure we're shooting at... Oops, nope, archers shoot at the chosen archers. Ooh, that was wrong. Alright, chosen archers, there you go. And you guys know, I'll have to degroup you. Yeah, degroup you here. And go like that. There we go. So yeah, this is a weird fight. Let's see if I can push in. And if I can push into their phalanx, then maybe I can... Are you guys gonna move forward? Maybe I have to move forward like that. I thought that you could move forward in a phalanx. If I spam click, is that how that works or no? Shoot, I've seen it done before. Maybe that's, I mean, that's with the urban cohorts, and I've seen urban cohorts push into phalanxes. Yeah, I guess I want to take you guys out of Testudo. And then I can have you... Yeah, throw your peelmen and attack into the sides here. And it looks like they're reacting to my forces coming in on this side. So barbarian peasants are coming on in. Ooh, and that's what I wanted to watch out for. That's what I wanted to watch out for. Let's get my cav on over here. And... yeah, light Auxilia and early legionaries get ready to try to take them on there, on that side. And let's see if I can... Are we figuring this out? I want you guys off of engage at will. so you can start chopping those guys down. And are my archers still firing? Yeah, you can shoot at those guys there. And how about on this side? Yeah, Barbarian Peasants and Spear Warband, we're just kind of hanging out here. We're being pretty passive on this side. Yeah, I don't want you guys to throw your stuff at the peasants, but you already did, so what's done is done. Alright, there we go. So that unit has been broken now. Perfect. Let's try to chop them down, and let's get out of Testudo mode. And let's get these guys back like this, and archers can keep shooting into the rear. And how are we doing on this side? So, peasants, let's get these guys here and then here. And I should have put you guys into Testudo. Is it too late? Yeah, it's going to be tough to deal with this unit with what I have here. I've already lost a lot of this unit here, which is unfortunate. If I can try to sneak... Let's see, my cav... I know, the last thing I want to do is use my cav for this, but I might need to try to sneak them past this unit here. And Light Auxilia as well might need to be used. How are we doing on this side? Yeah, let's keep shooting with those archers into them. And let's go back. Alright, you chill. You get into the flank here. Get off of guard mode because I need you guys to hack them down. Yikes. Yeah, my early legionnaires got chopped down. Let's try to get around here if I can. Get around and get around. Ah, shoot. Shoot. Maybe Auxilia can fix them from the front. And then... They're out of phalanx mode, actually. If we can chop them down... They're out of phalanx mode. Can we get them? Oh, looks like they got their spears. Shit. That was fast. They just pulled them out of nowhere. And let's back up with my horses. Yeah, I feel like I'm losing a lot of guys here. Can Auxilia get back in? Yeah, get back here. Get back. Yeah, I'm losing a lot of Light Auxilia here on this side. 40 men. Come on, let's see if I can charge them down. 33, 32. Can we break these guys? There we go. They're broken. Perfect. So yeah, we took some losses, but that's another unit of Spear Warband done for... There's a unit of Spear Warband right there. They're marching on in. So we should be able to shoot them there with my archers. And then... Alright, are we ready to take on this unit? Those Sarmatians scare me for sure. I feel like if I can get these Auxilia and if I can run them up... Because I don't want, you know, if they can screen out those Sarmatians, that's going to be perfect. And then if I can use my Roman Cav... So let's get early legionaries here, and let's get them running as well. And then Roman Cav, you come up as well. Because yeah, those guys... I want to get my general over here as well. He might be able to help out. So let's get these guys into Testudo formation. And there we go. Yeah, charge into my Auxilia. And then have my Cav help out. And then have my Auxilia come in and help out as well. And if I can get my general over here, he can maybe rear charge into the Spear Warband. That might be a bad idea. Let's see. I kind of thought we were going to hold a bit better here. Shoot, let's get Light Auxilia over here. I wonder if we're gonna lose... Man, I don't know. The Screeching Women are making me nervous. I hope we don't just lose this entire flank. Let's send in my guys here. Yeah, looks like we broke the Sarmatians. Perfect. So if we broke the Sarmatians, then let's get my Light Auxilia actually after these guys here. Come on, can I get them in? Perfect. Oh, thank God. Yeah, we did lose some guys in that bodyguard unit, but looks like we did break those guys. And my Auxilia held. My God. And we're cutting down the Screeching Women now as well. Okay, wow, that went okay. That was a little bit dicey there, but that actually went okay. Yeah, let's cut up here and try to capitalize on this. Ooh, I lost those Roman cav. They got cut down eventually. Yeah, the Screeching Women with their machetes, they're no joke, right? So yeah, we can cut down them and the barbarian peasants. That looks like it's okay. Yeah, we're doing okay here. We're doing a lot of damage to this army, but the fact that we've probably used up most of our missiles... Actually, no. Looking at my archers right now, they do still have some arrows left. So that's good. That's good. I just need something to pull the enemy off of the central plaza. On the eastern side here, things are a bit dicier, I think. I mean, it's such a small unit of warband, but there's still 19 of them there, and then 9 in that unit. And what is that? Like 3 Sarmatian mercenaries? It's so little, but I barely have anything myself. Let's see here. Chosen archers, yeah. And the front, we're marching up, and I don't mind throwing some peel at them. I do, if I can, I want to save my arrows. I don't want to use my arrows against them. The ones that I have left. So yeah, we're running them down. That feels good. There's still 23 left though. Back on this side, if we throw in our Auxilia and our light Auxilia and try to get them facing in that direction. Can we get those spears facing the other direction? Alright, there's the break. Okay, now we can send the cav in and run them down. Perfect. And here, you run them down, and then you run those 9 down. Since they're breaking as well, let's take whatever we can get, right? And those Sarmatians as well, they're hanging around. See, that's what I don't like. I don't like these freaking archers just kind of teeing off on me. That's a bad feeling. I think I'm just going to send my war dogs after those chosen archers. They're right there. Let's send them. We have them. The dogs are available. And yeah, we have to keep an eye on that chosen warlord as well. What do we have here? Chosen archers? Damn, they're probably just teeing off on us as well. So let's try to run them down with my cav that are available here. Yeah, 38 chosen archers. And it looks like on this side, what's happening? Yeah, dogs are getting into the chosen archers. Yeah, they're down to 17. Let's use this opportunity to get up a bit closer here. Here, and then here. And then archers can get up to here, I think. Where are you guys? Are you still outside? Yeah, you are. That's fine. And did my guys get away from me? Yeah, damn. I lost track of my dudes. That's too bad. On this side, let's not let that happen. So let's get back here. Yeah, those were the guys that were on my very weak side of the map. Let me check in on you. Yeah, you'll be fine. Just chill out there. Oh shit. Warlord got in behind us. Oh, that sneaky bugger. Holy moly, that sneaky freaking bugger. Okay. Yeah, wow, he did a whole little rope-a-dope there and came around behind me. That was tricky. Do I have archers available to shoot at him? Archers, can we shoot into the... how's he doing? He has... Can't even see his unit.
The enemy general flees.
He has 6 men. Oh shit, we got him.
Forward,
We were able to swarm him. Wow. Wow, okay. Alright, guys, get back here.
Men fear us. It is time to press
And
the
archers,
attack.
stop shooting at my guys. Yeah, infantry just reform. What do we have? Yeah, the warlord. Yep, he's down for the count now. Get off the plaza. And archers come up. Let's send my cohorts into the Screeching Woman. We don't want to let them just chop down our spearmen, our auxilia for free here, so... Yeah, there we go. Pick them off, get some pelum tosses, do whatever it takes. And there's really not much left. 3 peasants, 8 warbands, 7 peasants, and a 31 Screeching Woman. I would rather not send my guys on that plaza. Because all we have to do is pull them off of that plaza and they will break. So that's gonna be the goal here. We got some volleys coming in now. And yeah, let's just get volleys into these peasants here. Cohorts get into the Screeching Women. Roman Cav, come over here. And then over here, come over. And position yourselves to get ready to attack into the rear here if we have to. Yeah, they keep breaking. Archers can shoot a few volleys into the spear warband. And we do not need to go on that plaza. Not yet. Not while we still have ammo. Archers have been brought up and point blank range. Let's put them on. That's a brutal shot. Holy shit. Oh man. Holy shit. Yeah, I wish I had saved some more volleys. Because you're out of ammo, you still have a volley left, you have a volley left. And we just have to bring those spear warband off of the field. Come on, get those guys. All that's left is 4 Screeching Women. That's all that's left. Down to 1. That's the one. That's the last epic. There she goes. Oh man. That was a decent fight. Yeah, that was I'm kind of surprised I was able to kind of, you know, get in there and finish it really. But at the same time, you know, they put up a pretty good fight, so I did lose 630 men. Which is not nothing, you know, those are some losses, but it, you know, felt nice to be able to get that settlement without using my reinforcements at all. And yeah, General got 145 kills, Legionary cohorts 84 kills, 27, War Dogs got 29, Cav 95, Auxilia 16 and 14, cohorts 41, Roman Cav 112, and cohorts 20, Archers 128, Light Auxilia 71 and 78, Roman Cav 28, Auxilia 5, Archers 128, 42, 11 on the Auxilia, Archers 117, and Roman Cav 91. Yeah, it's nice performance. Nice to see that. All right, so we got Vicus Marcomanni. Nice. All right. We're making some progress here. So I think we're going to, man, is it really not that, it's not that populated. It ain't, is it? Population to be massacred, 927. It's not even worth it, eh? So just occupy. So 1,300 people remain. Lower taxes, so that's going to be good enough. And yeah, there's nothing here. I can recruit nothing, basically. Wow. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's a tier 1. Jesus. Holy crap. So I'm going to want to... So the Shrine to Freya, this gives pop growth. Okay. Yeah, but I could also do that with Ceres as well. But is the public order going to be okay? I think it's, let's see, 5% would get me down to 75. Might be a little dodgy. I might have to, I mean, I have, you guys are right there. And it looks like you can actually enter the settlement, so if I have to, yeah, let's look at this and see what it looks like. So Freya, and then destroy it. And then we can build a shrine to Ceres. And we're going to be okay. 75%. Yeah, we're fine. We're chilling. Perfect. And we can just start recruiting some peasants to make sure we can bolster the loyalty here when we leave. Trait increase. Superior commander from Marcellus to Titanus. Nice. And then you guys can go up there and clear out those brigands next turn. It's going to be 2 peasants and 1 warband. No big deal.
Imperator.
And then up here, it's going to be Lucius Nasica, who is going to be making his moves on Vicus Gothi. So you can't get here in this turn, but you can get there in the next turn. And there's not much there. That's going to be the faction leader, Adalwolf. 3-star general, chosen archers, peasants, and skirmisher warband. And we can attack it. Actually, let's try to get a spy inside.
And waiting.
Perfect. 32% chance of opening the gates. And you got a trait increase as well. Spy? Is that your trait increase? Is that the name of it? Wait, hold on a sec here. The name of the trait is Spy. That's very unimaginative. In addition to marching on Vicus Gothi, this army up here in Bordesholm, which is being led by Tertius Emilius, they are ready to go, so they can hop on these boats and they can start sailing for Dulcis Domus next turn as well. And that's going to be the last settlement held by the Germans, I believe. So that's going to be nice getting rid of them. And I can start moving my emissary. Not yet, maybe. Let's see here. Maybe.
Your Honor. Secrecy is assured.
It would be nice to start moving him towards
At your service. Moving.
the Thracians, I guess. Just so that once the Germans are eliminated and then, you know, they're not allies anymore, it would be nice to start trying to garner some relationships with the Thracians so that we can maybe build for something for the future. Same with the Scythians as well. I hope the Thracians, are they at war? Are the Thracians and the Scythians at war with each other? They're not. Are the Scythians, what are they doing? Anything? Do they exist? Oh, they don't exist. Oh, my map is old. Okay. Oh, what is all of this? This is all Thrace. And Armenia. Oh, okay, and then this is Parthia. Okay. Yeah, wow, okay, I missed that. I have now finished putting in my moves for my units and my generals, moving them around a little bit here, putting people in optimal positions, I think. And I did put in, I want to put you're brand new. Yeah, you have like nothing, basically nothing, and you're 16. So there happens to be an academy here in Alessia. So maybe you can learn a thing or two down there. And then let's go up here and smash out these brigands. Yeah, peasants, druids, and a rebel general.
Prepare for battle.
So let's get rid of them with Titus Marina.
Attack.
Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Sure enough, we're going to be fighting in a very, very heavy forest and in a snowstorm. Yeah, that's how it goes. Picking fights with brigands in the wintertime, and here we are. So I've already forgotten what it's going to be. Peasants, and a general? Is there naked fanatics? I all see goddamn memory of a goldfish over here. Can't remember anything. For now, we are just happy to continue to advance into them. And looks like they want to maybe charge my barbarian mercenaries with their peasants. Well, we'll see about that. And oh yeah, druids, that's the unit. That's the unit that they have. I knew they had something fancy. Let's see if I can get my cav back now that we're getting countercharged by their general's unit. And yes, you guys just get back. I'm fine with that. Pull you guys back. And here on this side, oh yeah, getting charged. Alright, let's see if I can countercharge real quick. and get a little shot into them. And the druids want to stand there, and that's a, you know what guys, that's a perfect place for you guys to stand there and start chanting. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Right in javelin range. Absolutely perfect. Let's see if I can get my cav back here before they get countercharged by that general's unit. And honestly, they're not losing men as fast as I would think they would. Do they have like really good armor stats or something? Interesting. The general's unit's going to be coming back in for another charge here, so I'm tempted to charge out with my barbarian mercenaries here, and then get a counter charge there, and then my general can kind of come in here. You guys can definitely run and go off of guard mode. And then, yeah, druids want to stand there and get shot. They're running away. General gets cut down.
The enemy general is dead.
And now we just have to strike down these peasants, and that'll be good.
The enemy army is in.
There we go. That'll do. We did lose 20 men. And the brigands have been cleared off. Perfect. So I don't really, have a plan with this army. I was just kind of I've been killing brigands for so long, I forgot my purposes. Titus Marina, do you want to do anything else with your life, or is this kind of what you're made for? Yeah, I'll think about it. Corsica, that's the name of it. Yeah, right. I don't know why that just came to me, but it did. It came to me. I remembered. Sardinia and Corsica, correct. Right. So for the next episode, I'm going to be taking Vicascathi, probably, most likely, and then probably also Domus Dulcis Domus, if everything goes okay. I should be able to get over there in a turn or two. In fact, you know what? I'm ready to end this turn. I've been on this turn the entire episode. Let's just end it to see if anything happens. And oh my god, what's happening? Is this I was going to end the episode. Okay. So the army. Yeah, this is Lucius Nasica, the army that I was sending to attack Vicascathi. Oh, this army was hiding. Oh. Okay. This is a decent looking army. They do have 3 chosen archers, and let's see, barbarian calves, some screeching women. How are their warbands looking? They have like 2.5 warbands, so there's nothing too crazy with that. An axeman unit, some barbarian mercenaries, skirmishers, just 1 full strength unit, some Scythian mercenaries, that's interesting, and barbarian cav mercenaries as well. And the faction heir himself. This is the new faction heir, 7 years old, because I killed the other one in Vicus Margamani. So what do you have? Anything? Nothing. Yeah, he's 0 command. Like he ain't good. Yeah, he ain't good, but his army's decent. And I was expecting to end this episode right here, but no, that is not what's going to happen. That's okay though. So first off, apologies if this episode is a little bit longer here, but yeah, let's fight this. We got to.
You know me. I am a true Roman of the old style. I believe in discipline, dignity, and duty. I believe that Rome has a destiny to rule the world. I also believe that we have a destiny that starts afresh here. We are facing the evil and cunning Germans, dangerous foes to be sure. They are bearded fiends in the shape of men and show no mercy in victory. That army represents about half our foe's military might. Not very impressive now, is it? Give them a cheer and put a good fright into them. The first move in this particular game is theirs, I think. Our numbers here are about equal. Therefore, a victory here will be hard fought, but glorious. All that said, we are the stronger. Every one of you is better than they. Remember this and take heart from the memory. Many times I have faced these people, and still they are too stupid to learn their lesson. Today, men will die to teach them afresh that they should simply run away. The seer has been consulted, but his vision is clouded. Today we make our own destiny then. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
I can't remember if I've already shown my new way that I've been practicing using the Roman armies, but this is a good chance for me to demonstrate it. What I've been thinking is actually placing my light auxilia interspersed with my spears in the front. So instead of having 2 spears in the front, I have 3, and my light auxilia are in line with them. Therefore, it might be easier for them to get away and to retreat back into the early legionaries. It might be easier for the early legionaries to reinforce and to push up in the front, or to throw their pilum. Either way, if the enemy wants to charge my light auxilia, there's a chance they get hung up on spears, which is bad for their cav units at least. And even their infantry, if they're going to get hung up on spears, they're going to be getting pilum tosses to the face. Javs can get away and throw javs into the flanks of those units as well, which was always the idea to begin with. And instead of having my backup units, I was having like reserves basically be either auxilia or gladiators or arcani behind my archers, and I was thinking instead having those units. See, typically these battles are like fast enough so that having a reserve come all the way around and attack from the flank can be, I don't know, it doesn't seem to really happen that often, just because battles are fast paced, you know. So I was thinking instead use the reserves along with the cav to kind of punch through. Now, maybe auxilia isn't the perfect unit, although it's not the worst either. It's anti-cav, so having cav in wedge formation with spears as backup, frankly, that might work okay when it comes to clearing out enemy cav on the flanks, and then these units can either screen out enemy skirmishers or chase them down, or to charge into the rear of the enemy melee forces, either or. And then there's a weak side force. This is supposed to be on the right side, but I don't have any room on this side. I am the defender, but there's not really any advantageous terrain. There's a little bit of a high ground here, but not much. But they're just going to be defending the weak side, basically, of this formation. And they're going to be kind of like my reserve, in a sense. So, strong side, weak side. And up front, I have my soft groups as auxilia, and then light auxilia, and then left side of my cohorts, right side of my cohorts, and then archers, and then my general and his dogs in the back. So there we are, looking okay. So let's just kind of get formed up and looking good here. And weak side, move up. Actually, let me group you guys differently. Got a hard group you. Yes, there you go. Now you go. And let me make sure that you guys are on the hard group so that you guys can just shape up like that. And I don't know if this is the right way to do it, or if I should intersperse them so it goes cav auxilia. Maybe that's a better way to do it. But I'll practice. I'll see how I feel about it. Archers are now beginning to shoot into these barbarian mercenaries, and any target is fine with me. I do want them to shoot at those Scythians when they get the chance, but now isn't necessarily the time. Let's see here. Actually, yeah, now is the time. You can shoot at the Scythians, and then let's focus fire on the Spear Warband there and then there. Because those are the scary units. Axeman, Mercenaries, and Barbarian Cav. Yeah, that's not really the guys I want to be fighting up with my strong side. So let's do this. Let's have you guys run. And then let's have you guys run. I want my strong side on this side to go up against their Scythians and their Barbarian Cav. I like that better. And then, yeah, Screeching Women are just rushing right on in. And then let's have these guys, let's see, Barbarian, Cav, Mercenaries. Yeah, let's have you run in here and then here. You can run. And Auxilia are coming up in the rear. So yeah, let's try to get them there. And then yeah, weak side, just play defense. Alright, you guys get your javelin tosses in here and then here. And then here, get your jab tosses in, and here. And yeah, they're really coming on in here on this side. Who are you? Peasants? Yeah, I guess you just have to charge you in. And let's get a recharge in here with you guys. And then let's get Auxilia running up here. And that's fine. Yep, Legionnaires crash on in. And let's see here. How are we doing? Kind of okay. That kind of scares me, but like there's enough of a...
Press forward so the spirit of his army is...
Alright, yeah, we're looking good here. So let's have my archers go back onto flaming arrows because this is a time for the break. I think, yeah, you guys could have been running 10 million years ago. Alright, let's get my general involved here so we can start chasing stuff down. What are you again, Chosen Archers? Actually, you get the Chosen Archers, definitely. That's right, right. Don't forget the Chosen Archers. And let's get my Light Auxilia to chase down those Chosen Archers as well. Yeah, I can take you guys off of skirmish mode. You did not need to be on skirmish. Oh no, that's not skirmish. It's a different button. Let's get in there. And yeah, archers can just go off of fire at will. We don't need to kill our own people here. And you guys should have been chasing this entire time. Darn, darn, darn. How are we looking here? 73%? Okay, there's still work to be done. Oh, heavens, I forgot there's a Spirit Warbench right here. I'm like, what the hell? What's going on here? Alright. Yeah, you guys can get back. You guys can shoot into them. Man, how are they not running already? There we go.
The enemy show
continue this battle.
They are not soldiers,
and now we can run them down. Yeah, that was silly. Yeah, you don't need to keep shooting at them. These dogs are still going, man. They must have chased down a couple of units by now. But they are still hungry. And the general's always hungry. Yeah, this is Lucius Nausicaa, the new faction heir. He is always hungry, so there we go.
A heroic victory, worthy of
all right, so that felt pretty good. Yeah, I liked the way that the army performed, you know. Not perfect, but did pretty well. Lost 281 men, got 1,327 kills. And yeah, General got 146, Auxilia 4, Cohorts 17, Auxilia 1, War Dogs 130 on the War Dogs. Holy shit. They're not dogs anymore, they're monsters. And Roman Cav 111, 17 for Auxilia, Cohorts 60, and then 20, Light Auxilia 33, 32, Archers 64, 54, Roman Cav 141, 83, and 245. Damn. 0 on the Auxilia. 78 on Archers, 84 on Cohorts, and 7 on the Auxilia. Yep, that's all good. All good, alright. Yeah, that felt good, so... Senate mission assigned, take Vicus Venediae? What the hell? Really? Okay. I wasn't really planning on going to war the Thracians. Oh, yeah. Man. Kind of forgot about the Senate. Senate missions assigned. You'll be rewarded with 1 unit you can recruit. 10 turns, eh? 19,000 in the treasury, okay. Faction announcements, yeah. Lucius Nausicaa, +1 command, nice. And Quintus Tuditanus as grain merchant increases the rate of population growth. And Manius Tuditanus, pet lion, +1 to personal security, and +1 command when fighting against rebels. Perfect. Alright, dockyard, sewers, aqueducts, highways. Yeah, this should be good. Some good money there in those buildings. Alright, wonderful. So that army that I fought, like nothing from that was from Vicus Gothi, I don't think. I think this is all... I don't know. Yeah, I never got the message telling me that the army was eliminated. In fact, yeah, I guess, yeah, he got away, didn't he? Yeah, he did get away. So yeah, the remnants of that army are here in Vicus Gothi. There's some freaking Night Raiders. Damn, dude. Okay, well, this is going to be a tougher battle than I thought. 2 units of heavy cav and 1 unit of chosen archers. Let's see, spear warband. Basically only 1 healthy unit, 2 skirmisher warbands. Yeah, it's not nothing, but again, I have a spy inside, so maybe I can get the job done there. In fact, let's just do this, and yeah, looks like I'm not getting that gate opened, unfortunately. But I can maintain that siege, and I can attack it in the next turn. And I still should be able to take it. Like, I mean, I took, you know, Vicus Marcomanni. In fact, if I want, I could bring... I don't know, you guys could get there. Actually, yeah, you guys could get there by next turn. No, 3 turns for you. But 2 turns for you. You guys could get there in time. The ones that are in the settlement. Something to think about for sure. But that is all gonna have to wait until next time. Before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. Until next time, this has been Kanasep playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.